Pink Chill Divest. This is Dee Dee. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm talking about pessimist. A pessimist is someone with a dark and gloomy negative attitude. Wow, ladies. I am back on the swirling slash BWE slash divestment scene. I took a break. I was heavily into it from 2012 until 2019. In between me taking breaks, my late great husband passed away, and I had two tragic deaths in my family. I'm sharing this with you, so some of you are wondering, like, who are you and where have you been? I had a page on Facebook called Black Women with Other Brothers, the pink influential page. Most of the pink that you see on these scenes was influenced by me or someone influenced by me. And just to finish this part of the topic, I started the pink color therapy experiment here in San Francisco, California in 2005. I brought it to Facebook in 2012. Yes, I have receipts. You'll be seeing that history of the pink chill here shortly, so look out for that. Now, ladies, it's really wow, I'm very shocked that there are so many pessimistic women calling themselves advice gurus and leaders for black women, especially young black girls. Ladies, be careful of these pessimistic women. It's awful. Oh my goodness. And I'm coming from the perspective of a middle-aged older woman. And I'll give you a little story. When I was younger here in San Francisco, California, I divested from Milwaukee. I came out here for art to be a nonconformist artist, which I have done. Mixed media, multiple award-winning artiste. Yours truly, the sexist, womanist, bohemian, middle-aged, biologically born, libertine black woman. That's how I describe myself. Anyway, I'm out here in San Francisco as a young lady in my 20s, and I would come across older black women. And I have to say, I'm sharing my story. They were all single mothers of, the black male's kids, single mothers, never married. It is what it is, right? And they knew that I was swirling. Listen, I was pin thin, pretty, with good manners. And so I was going places. And they would give me their pessimistic advice, okay? The advice they were giving me was from their lived experience. They were teaching me what they knew. Are you following me? People are gonna teach you what they know. Choose your mentors carefully. Sometimes you can listen to a bitter, damaged, pessimistic woman and you chew out, throw away the bones and keep the meat. Basically, it's really not worth it to continue my lived experience as a young, divested swirler out here. And these black women would say, oh, these white men, they're never going to live with you. The white men, they don't marry black women. Or they're never going to take you on vacations. They were poisoning the well, being pessimistic as hell. These ladies were so bitter because it didn't work out for them. And I'm not saying that it's not going to work out for single mothers of black males. I'm giving you the experience of what these ladies' background was and how they were talking to me, okay? I ignored them. And I knew it even then, very young, with no mentors. I had no black women mentors out here in San Francisco. None, guys. I didn't have the internet. This was pre-internet. I didn't have all of this hand-holding that you ladies have. I didn't have all these emotional support crutches, okay? When we were divesting and swirling back then, we got over on good perfume, charm, chemistry, etc. Things like that. We didn't have all these digital handcuffs. And by the way, the pessimistic black women that were warning me what white men weren't going to do with me. Yeah, I went on family vacations with white men. Yeah, I lived with white men. Yeah, I married one. They were completely wrong on all counts because they were sharing their lived experience. Now, I'm really sick of hearing these black women talk about, oh yeah, don't, and they say, don't, when you start swirling, well, don't get your hopes up because white men are just as bad as black men. Sounds like somebody's been burnt, right? It's all negative what they say. They say, well, be careful if you're swirling because da 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 da. And by the way, these pessimistic advice gurus are bitter towards everything. These are the queens of oppressive Olympics. Everything is a complaint. They blame everybody. You guys know what I'm talking about. Are you like that? They blame their mama for not teaching them how to date. They blame their grandmother for not teaching them how to date. They blame their aunties for not teaching them how to date. They blame their black male baby daddies for being absentee. And after a while, and this is the digital age, everybody's got a phone in your hand. They just want to whine and be pessimistic and be the queen of the oppressive Olympics. Get a grip. Get a grip and be careful who you take advice from. There has to be something positive in the advice. There has to be, it can't just be a negative, downer mentality. It can't be all gloom and doom, or you are going to absorb that. And let me tell you something. I think it's better that you step outside of the plantation and go swirl and maybe get hurt than not have that experience at all. I'm beginning to think that some of these pessimistic, bitter women don't want you guys to try swirling anyway, because they're warning you off, saying a white man's going to treat you like this. Are you kidding? Or are you going to put a white man on a pedestal? Black women pedestal. They put black males on pedestals like nobody's business. Now I'm going to wrap this up by saying beware of the pessimist. They have a perpetually gloomy, negative attitude. They're not going to tell you anything positive about divestment or swirling. It's all negative, 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 based on their lived experience, because they are teaching you what they know. And what I know is there is reason for hope and optimism. And listen to someone who is hopeful, all right? Thank you so much for listening. I appreciate it. I just cut this. I am not going to edit any of my stutters or stammers out. I certainly am not. This is Pink Chill Divest. I am Dee Dee. Thank you for your time. Like, share, and subscribe.